우리가 패스트푸드를 많이 먹으면 살찐다고 알고 있죠. UC 데이비스의 연구진은 이 패스트푸드에서 도대체 어떤 음식이 더 살찌게 하는지를 알고 싶었어요. 햄버거인지 프렌치 프라이인지 아니면 탄산음료인지 그걸 확인하고 싶었습니다. 여러분들의 생각은 어떠세요? 이 셋 중에 뭐가 가장 살찌게 했을까요?
With the advent of the pot still and distillation and crystallization and CNH and Domino and Texas and Hawaii and Louisiana, we increased our sugar production and our sugar consumption till we stabilized when price equaled demand before World War II. There's the rationing of World War II, came up to the same level. And then, of course, we had many things happen in the 60s. We had high fructose corn syrup enter our world.
전 세계 식품업계에서 굉장히 중요한 사건 하나가 발생합니다. 옥수수를 통해서 고과당 옥수수 시럽, 액상과당을 만들 수 있게 된 겁니다. 그 이후로 한국을 포함해서 전 세계적으로 액상과당은 상용화되었습니다.
We had the dietary guidelines and we had Hurricane Allen which destroyed the sugar crop and so high fructose corn syrup came in to take its place because it was a natural product. So we have increased our consumption of sugar by 25-fold. Not 4 pounds per year, 100 pounds per year. And it is that change, okay, that people don't talk about. Here's everyone talking about 40% fat and 30% carbohydrate and all that. Okay, just look at the sugar, okay? It's insane.
이건 최근 200년 사이 미국인의 설탕 섭취량 변화를 보여주는 그래프입니다. 조상들은 과일 또는 가끔씩은 먹을 수 있었던 꿀을 통해서 달콤한 당분을 섭취할 수 있었습니다. 그런데 그 양이 1년에 1.8kg 정도밖에 되지 않아요. 한 달로 환산하면 150g 정도, 하루로 환산하면 3g 정도입니다. 한 스푼이 채 되지 않습니다. 그런데 지금 미국뿐만 아니라 한국에서도 우리 성인 그리고 어린아이들까지 마시고 있는 탄산음료, 그 한 캔에 들어있는 설탕의 양은 약 30g입니다.
So what are we talking about? We're talking about two molecules, glucose and fructose. So on top is high fructose corn syrup, on bottom is sucrose, table sugar, cane sugar, beet sugar, the stuff you put in your coffee. Glucose is a 6-membered ring. Notice, 6-membered. Fructose is a 5-membered ring. They are not the same. They are not handled the same by the body. And I will show you how in a moment. The enzyme sucrase in your intestine cleaves this in a nanosecond. You absorb the two moieties separately, but ultimately, what ends up in your portal vein, which hits your liver, exactly the same. So it doesn't matter whether it's high fructose corn syrup or sucrose. And the data say that high fructose corn syrup and sucrose are virtually identical. Yeah, they're virtually identically bad. They're equally dangerous. They're equally toxic. And I use that word very specifically because it is not dependent on calories or obesity, and we have causation. So I'm very comfortable with the word toxicity, toxic. And it is the fructose moiety that is specifically toxic. So let's talk about sugar and disease. Start with obesity. Now, the food industry will tell you that yeah, sugar causes obesity, but it's not very, very significant. In fact, the data suggest only 10% of weight gain is related to sugar. And that's seen on this slide. BMI of about 0.8 BMI points. You see the diamond, it's past the identity line, so it's significant, but it's only 10%. You know, there are things that are much worse in terms of weight gain. And that's true, actually. There are things that are worse in terms of weight gain. But they tell you that sugar's not related to obesity because of this. They also throw this out, and this has got to be debunked, and I'm doing it right now. So, if you look at this slide, you'll notice from 2000 to 2020, our sugar consumption's actually gone down, which is true. It's gone down by about 10% because of the obesity epidemic, because people are trying to cut back. True. So we've gone from 100 pounds down to about 90 pounds. It's true.
개인의 설탕 섭취량이 45kg에서 40kg으로 감소했다고 했습니다. 러스티그가 강조하진 않았는데 여러분들이 착각하면 안 되는 것은 연간 40kg 섭취량도 여전히 많다는 겁니다. 설탕을 하루 평균 120g씩 먹다가 110g으로 줄인 것밖에 되지 않습니다. 술에 비유해보자면 매일 소주를 4병 마시던 사람이 시간이 지나서 3병 반으로 줄인 거예요. 술을 줄였는데 왜 살이 안 빠지냐 라고 불평하는 것과 똑같습니다. 3병 반도 여전히 많은 숫자입니다.
In the meantime, obesity rates continue to escalate. So they're saying, how could it possibly be sugar? Because after all, sugar's going down, obesity is going up. And so they use this as an argument against regulation and against culpability for their product. Is this true? Well, this was a hard one to deal with until just this past year. In fact, just this past month when it finally came out, I actually reviewed this article. A group at UT Knoxville actually did a little calculus, and they actually remodeled it based on the state of Wisconsin, and you can see the data here. And they had 46 calendar years and 75 different life ages that they examined separately. And what they did was they applied a mathematical function that did not just look at today's sugar consumption, it looked at last year's sugar consumption as well.
지금까지의 설탕 섭취량과 비만 통계를 비교한 것들을 보면 현재 인구의 몇 명이 비만인지를 봤습니다. 그런데 이 연구진은 1970년에서부터 2016년 사이에 총 75개 년생의 사람들 각각의 설탕 섭취량과 비만율이 어떤 관계를 가지는지 살펴봤어요. 그리고 설탕을 먹었을 때 그 해에 얼마나 살쪘는가 뿐만 아니라 그 사람들이 그 다음에 얼마나 살쪘는지도 확인했습니다. 그렇게 연구진은 새로운 수학적 예측 모델을 만들었고 이 모델을 돌려서 예측을 해보니까 실제 비만 데이터에 잘 부합했습니다. 모델이 맞은 거죠. 이 따끈따끈한 연구는 설탕 섭취와 비만의 강력한 상관관계를 보여줬습니다. 이 뒤의 연구가 조금 더 재밌습니다. 우리가 패스트푸드를 많이 먹으면 살찐다고 알고 있죠. 그리고 많은 사람들이 거기에 있는 고지방, 고열량 때문이라고 생각하고 있습니다. UC 데이비스의 연구진은 이 패스트푸드에서 도대체 어떤 음식이 더 살찌게 하는지를 알고 싶었어요.
And so they had to model, they had to do a multivariate linear regression analysis to ask which of the components, was it the hamburger, or was it the French fries, or was it the soft drinks? That was the question. And it turned out it was all the soft drinks. It wasn't the hamburger, it wasn't the French fries. I actually have to tell you, I was a little surprised. Okay? And when they did all the rest of the modeling, that didn't change the effect of the soft drinks. So basically, the soft drinks are the driver of the fast food's effect on obesity.
답은 탄산음료였습니다. 그리고 이 탄산음료는 설탕과 액상과당의 덩어리입니다. 반복해서 증명되고 있습니다. 칼로리보다 중요한 건 음식의 종류다. 그리고 설탕은 독이다. 이제부터 강연의 내용은 당뇨로 넘어갑니다. 뒷이야기가 궁금하시다면 구독과 좋아요, 알람 설정 부탁드리겠습니다. 다이어트계의 마이클 조던이 되고 싶은 남자 최겸이었습니다.